Hello everyone, this is a story about China, a country very familiar to us. Generally, China is no longer a distant land to us. There are many fascinating things about this country. So, let's explore and learn more about China together. Welcome to China, welcome to Bro Team Story. China is located in East Asia and is the third or fourth largest country in the world by area, depending on the measurement method. China shares borders with 14 countries, the most of any country in the world. The neighboring countries include Russia, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, and North Korea. Additionally, China has a long eastern coastline along the South China Sea and the East China Sea. China's landscape is diverse, ranging from forest steppes and the arid deserts of Gobi and Taklamakan in the north to subtropical forests in the south. The Himalayan, Karakoram, Pamir, and Tian Shan mountain ranges form natural borders with South and Central Asia. The Yangtze and Yellow rivers, the third and sixth longest rivers in the world, respectively, originate from the Tibetan Plateau and flow eastward towards the coast. China's coastline stretches along the Pacific Ocean for 14,500 kilometers, bordering the Bohai Sea, Yellow Sea, East China Sea, and South China Sea. China, the most populous country in the world, has a population of over 1.4 billion people. This vast population creates a colossal and diverse economy that plays a crucial role in the global market. However, uneven population growth across different regions has presented significant challenges. Major cities such as Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou are becoming increasingly overcrowded, while many rural areas face population declines due to labor migration. The Chinese government has implemented various policies to control the population, the most notable being the one-child policy, which was in place from the late 1970s until 2015. This policy helped slow population growth, but also led to issues such as gender imbalance and a shrinking workforce. Currently, China has adopted a three-child policy to encourage population growth and address the challenges of an aging population. The rapidly aging population is a major challenge, as the increasing number of elderly people requires the social welfare system to expand accordingly. This situation also places pressure on the younger workforce, who must balance personal employment with the responsibility of caring for the elderly. The government is striving to find sustainable solutions to balance economic development with population management. China's economy, currently the second largest in the world after the United States, has experienced rapid and impressive growth over the past few decades. From a poor agricultural nation, China has transformed into an industrial and technological powerhouse, playing a crucial role in the global economy. China's economic transformation began in the late 1970s under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping, with the policy of reform and opening up. This policy shifted China from a centrally planned economy to a socialist market economy, opening up to foreign investment and encouraging the development of the private sector. Special economic zones, CEZs, like Shenzhen and Pudong in Shanghai, have become hubs for investment and modern industrial development. Today, China is known as the world's factory, producing and exporting a vast array of goods, from electronics and household appliances to clothing and machinery. The growth of the manufacturing sector has created millions of jobs and improved the standard of living for many citizens. Simultaneously, China is transitioning towards a technology and service-based economy, with significant advancements in sectors such as information technology, e-commerce, and renewable energy. One of the key factors driving China's economic growth is its investment in infrastructure. Projects such as highways, high-speed railways, ports, and airports have significantly improved connectivity and transportation domestically and internationally. The Three Gorges Dam and the National Power Grid are prime examples of substantial investment in basic infrastructure. China is a multilingual country with Mandarin recognized as the official language. Mandarin, also known as Putonghua, is the most widely spoken language, used extensively in education, media, and administration. It is the native language of over 70% of the population and serves as a bridge connecting the diverse regions of this vast country. In addition to Mandarin, China boasts numerous local languages and dialects, reflecting the cultural and historical diversity of its regions. Significant local languages include Cantonese in Guangzhou and Hong Kong, Shanghainese in Shanghai, and Hokkien in Fujian and Taiwan. Each of these languages has its own unique pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary, enriching the linguistic culture of China. Furthermore, China is home to many ethnic minorities with their own distinct languages, such as Tibetan, Uyghur, and Mongolian. The Chinese government has implemented policies to preserve and promote the languages of these ethnic groups, aiming to maintain and celebrate the country's diverse cultural heritage. Languages in China are not just means of communication, but also an essential part of the cultural heritage, playing a crucial role in preserving and developing national identity. Chinese writing, known as Hanzi, is one of the oldest and most complex writing systems in the world. Used for over 3,000 years, Chinese characters are not only symbols of language, but also emblems of Chinese culture and history. Each character conveys a meaning and often consists of smaller components called radicals, which help determine the basic meaning of the word. Chinese characters have two main forms, simplified and traditional. Simplified characters were introduced and implemented by the Chinese government in the 1950s to promote literacy and simplify the learning process. Today, simplified characters are widely used in mainland China and Singapore. Meanwhile, traditional characters are still used in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau, retaining more traditional and intricate features. Each Chinese character typically represents a single syllable and can carry multiple meanings depending on the context. This requires learners to master not only the writing, but also the usage and meaning of each character. Words in Chinese are often formed by combining two or more characters, creating a rich and diverse vocabulary. Chinese characters are not only tools for communication, but also integral to the art of calligraphy, a traditional Chinese art form. Calligraphy is not just about writing characters, but also expressing the writer's soul and personal style. Through this art, the Chinese people not only demonstrate their language skills, but also honor the beauty and intricacy of Chinese characters. China's railway system, one of the most modern and complex transportation networks in the world, plays a crucial role in economic development and regional connectivity. With over 146,000 kilometers of rail lines, China has built an incredibly efficient system for transporting goods and passengers. High-speed rail, CRH, is a standout feature of this system. Chinese high-speed trains, such as the CRH 380A and Fuxing, can reach speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour, significantly reducing travel time between major cities. For example, the journey from Beijing to Shanghai now takes about 4.5 hours, compared to over 10 hours previously. This not only boosts tourism, but also facilitates business and trade. Additionally, the Qinghai-Tibet Railway, connecting Qinghai to Lhasa, is a technical marvel that helps link the remote plateau region with the rest of the country. China's railway network is not confined to national borders. It extends to neighboring countries through the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, creating a transnational transportation network. With ongoing expansion and upgrades, China's railway system continues to become more modern and advanced. making significant contributions to the country's sustainable and comprehensive development. The four great inventions of China, including the compass, gunpowder, paper, and printing, have had a profound impact on the history and civilization of humanity, marking significant milestones in the development of global science and technology. The compass, invented during the Qin dynasty, revolutionized navigation and exploration. Before the compass, maritime navigation relied on the stars, which could be unreliable due to weather conditions. The compass used the Earth's magnetic field to indicate north, helping explorers like Columbus expand their range of discovery and bringing continents closer together. Gunpowder, developed in the 9th century during the Tang dynasty, was initially used for medical and ceremonial purposes. However, it was later developed into a weapon that completely changed warfare. This invention spread worldwide, altering combat methods and leading to the development of many modern weapons. Paper, invented around 105 AD by Kai Lun, revolutionized communication and knowledge storage. Before paper, people recorded information on bamboo, silk, and clay, which were cumbersome and expensive. Paper became widely available, inexpensive, and easy to produce, facilitating the spread of knowledge and promoting education and culture. Printing technology, particularly block printing, emerged around the 9th century and amplified the impact of paper. This invention enabled the mass production of books and documents at low cost. The dissemination of printed books spurred academic and scientific movements, laying the groundwork for the development of Western civilization through the Renaissance. These inventions not only brought tremendous benefits to China, but also had a global impact, shaping civilizations and driving human progress. Soccer, the world's most popular sport, traces its origins to ancient China, where an early form of the game called Suju first appeared. Suju, meaning kickball, was invented during the Warring States period and flourished under the Han Dynasty. Suju was a game involving kicking a ball into a small net suspended between two bamboo poles. The ball was made of animal hide and stuffed with feathers or silk. Initially, Suju was played in religious and military ceremonies to train soldiers' physical fitness and combat skills. However, over time, Suju became a popular recreational game in society, attracting participants from the military to civilians. In Suju, players were allowed to use any part of their body except their hands to kick the ball, similar to the rules of modern soccer. The game required agility, technique, and teamwork, leading to exciting and competitive matches. Suju tournaments were often held at imperial courts and were highly favored by emperors and nobility. During the Song Dynasty, 960 to 1279, Suju reached its peak with the establishment of clubs and the organization of official tournaments. The popularity of Suju extended beyond China's borders to neighboring countries such as Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. Although Suju did not evolve directly into modern soccer in China, it laid the groundwork for this global sport. The principles and spirit of Suju are still reflected in soccer today, affirming China's role in the inception and development of this worldwide sport. Ironically, despite being the most populous country with millions of soccer fans, China has only qualified for the FIFA World Cup once, in 2002, and did not advance past the group stage. The Great Wall of China, one of the most magnificent architectural wonders in the world, is a historical and cultural symbol of China. The construction of this monumental structure began in the 7th century, but the most famous sections were built during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, stretching over 13,000 miles, 21,000 kilometers, from Liaoning Province in the northeast to the Gobi Desert in the west. The Great Wall was designed to protect China from northern invasions. The initial purpose of the Great Wall was to safeguard the territory and prevent incursions by nomadic tribes such as the Shan and the Mongols. The wall was constructed using various materials, including earth, stone, and bricks, with a sturdy structure and strategically placed watchtowers. These watchtowers served not only as lookout points but also for communication using fire and smoke signals, creating an effective warning system. The construction of the Great Wall spanned thousands of years, involving millions of laborers, including soldiers, farmers, and prisoners. This massive undertaking is a testament to the organizational skills and engineering prowess of ancient Chinese civilization and reflects the tremendous sacrifices and hard work of those who participated in its construction. Beyond its military function, the Great Wall played a significant role in promoting trade and cultural exchange. It provided a safe route for merchants and explorers traveling along the Silk Road, contributing to cultural interactions between the East and the West. Today, the Great Wall is a famous tourist destination, attracting millions of visitors from around the world. This architectural marvel stands as a symbol of the resilience and ingenuity of the Chinese people. The Great Wall of China, with its beauty and grandeur, remains an integral part of humanity's cultural and historical heritage, representing a legacy of determination and creativity that continues to inspire awe and admiration. The Forbidden City, located at the heart of Beijing, is one of the most magnificent architectural masterpieces and cultural symbols of China. Constructed from 1406 to 1420 during the Ming Dynasty, the Forbidden City served as the residence of Chinese emperors for nearly 500 years, from the Ming to the Qing Dynasty. Covering an area of over 720,000 square meters, the Forbidden City comprises 980 buildings and 8,704 rooms, all designed with exquisite architecture and deep symbolic meaning. This complex was not only the emperor's residence and workplace, but also the administrative and ceremonial center of the Chinese court. Each architectural element, from the entrance gates to the palaces, was built following Feng Shui principles and holds profound symbolic significance. The Forbidden City is encircled by a 10-meter-high wall and a 52-meter-wide moat to protect the royal family from external threats. Inside, the main buildings like the Hall of Supreme Harmony, the Hall of Central Harmony, and the Hall of Preserving Harmony were where important ceremonies and imperial audiences took place. The architecture of these palaces features yellow glazed tiles, symbolizing imperial authority, and red walls, representing good fortune and prosperity. Throughout the centuries, the Forbidden City witnessed numerous historical upheavals, including uprisings, wars, and the fall of dynasties. After the Qing Dynasty ended in 1912, the Forbidden City became a museum, opening its doors to the public and visitors. Today, the Forbidden City is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions of tourists each year. The Silk Road, an ancient trade network, played a pivotal role in connecting the East and West from the 2nd century to the 14th century. Starting from China, this route extended through Central Asia to the Mediterranean, forming a strategic corridor for the exchange of goods, culture, and knowledge between major civilizations. The name Silk Road derives from the most famous product transported along this route, Chinese silk. Silk was not only a luxury item favored by Western nobility and royalty, but also a symbol of the sophistication and weaving skills of the Chinese people. Alongside silk, other valuable goods such as spices, gems, ceramics, and tea were traded, boosting the economic and commercial development of nations along the route. The Silk Road was more than a commercial route. It was a conduit for cultural, religious, and intellectual exchange. Buddhist monks from India used this path to spread Buddhism into China, Japan, and Korea. Scholars and explorers like Marco Polo traveled this route to explore and document the cultures and lives of distant lands. The Silk Road comprised numerous land and maritime routes. The main land route traversed the harsh deserts and mountain ranges of Central Asia, passing through bustling trade and cultural hubs like Samarkand and Bukhara. The maritime route, known as the Maritime Silk Road, connected major ports from Guangzhou to ports in India and the Persian Gulf, expanding the trade network globally. The Yangtze River, also known as the Changjiang, is the longest river in Asia and the third longest in the world, after the Nile and the Amazon. Stretching approximately 6,300 kilometers, the Yangtze originates from the Tongula Mountains in Tibet and flows through central China before emptying into the East China Sea at Shanghai. The Yangtze River is not only a natural wonder, but also holds immense historical, cultural, and economic significance for China. The Yangtze River has a strategic role in the agricultural and economic development of China. Its basin is a fertile region, providing irrigation for vast rice paddies, helping China to become one of the largest food producers in the world. Additionally, the river serves as a crucial transportation artery, connecting cities and key economic zones, thus fostering trade and industrial growth. One of the most notable structures on the Yangtze River is the Three Gorges Dam, the largest hydroelectric dam in the world. The Three Gorges Dam not only generates electricity for millions of people, but also aids in flood control, improves water regulation, and enhances navigability for shipping. However, the dam has also sparked significant controversies regarding environmental issues and the displacement of millions of people. And that concludes part 1 of our series, China and its Fascinating Wonders. Of course, there will be a part 2, which promises to be even more exciting. If you found the information in this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, like, and share. Your support motivates me to create even better videos. Goodbye and see you next time.